Hello, I'm Codrin Tapu, your psychology professor, and today we're going to talk about consciousness that depends on sensory, motor, and regulative operations. Consciousness is one's knowledge of what they think, feel, and do. Consciousness has two components: observing the environment and reacting to it, and regulating and controlling own behavior by motivation and language, through attention and volition. Let's see what is attention. Attention means selection and focus. Attention is a set of regulative operations of concentrating mental activity on a task. Attention may be involuntary, attracted by unusual stimuli, voluntary, intentionally focused, and automatic, the habit of being attentive. Operations of attention are broadening, is increasing the number of objects included in an attention field, usually 5 to 7 stimuli. Focusing is concentrating attention on a specific task. Attention span is keeping your focus on for a longer period. Set shifting is switching attention from one object to another. Multitasking is the ability to be attentive to several things at once. Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD, is frequent in children who are agitated and find it difficult to concentrate, especially on tasks that they do not like. Treatment includes behavior therapy, stimulant medication, and antidepressants. Volition means decision and effort. Will or volition is the ability to mobilize energy to overcome obstacles and achieve the goals. Will is a feature of human action, which is a voluntary action. Action is always conscious, voluntary, and has its goals and motives. The action or activity is composed of tasks that have their own purpose, and tasks consist of operations. Operations are composed of mental changes or motor movements. Volitional operations are internal verbalization of motivation for action and suppressing competing motivation by verbal command. When you say to yourself, "Do not do that," "I'm not going to do that." Educating will in school means creating motivation and interest in activity, training in tasks with increasing difficulty, adapting the teacher's requirement to the student's possibilities. Let's see what are the states of consciousness. Wakefulness is the state of full consciousness in which the individual can be in constant contact with what is happening around them. It is also called awareness. Sleep is a normal, periodic, reversible state, characterized by lack of consciousness and decreased physiological functions. Sleep is of two kinds: deep sleep, in which mental activity is absent, and REM sleep, sleep with rapid eye movements, in which dream is present. Coma is a pathological state resembling deep sleep, but it is irreversible or barely reversible. It is usually produced by brain damage. Coma is different from cerebral death, in which no brain activity is present. Dream is an ensemble of images, thoughts, and emotions that occur during sleep. Functions of dreams are satisfying desires that can be achieved in a state of wakefulness, individual relaxation, memorizing the knowledge accumulated during the day, and finding solutions to everyday issues. Meditation is a modified state of consciousness achieved through breathing exercises, adopting a certain body position, and focusing on external stimulus or a mental image. Meditation has its origins in religious practices being described in Hindu, Buddhist, Jewish, Christian, and Muslim writings. Through a long practice of meditation, it is possible to get into mystical ecstasy. The effects of meditations are relaxing and relieving stress, increasing the concentration of attention, increasing memory, increasing the ability to solve problems. Hypnosis is a changed state of consciousness in which the individual blindly obeys the hypnotist's command. In hypnosis, the individual lives everything that the hypnotist suggests. Thus, there may appear positive hallucinations. The subject perceives objects that do not exist. Negative hallucinations. The individual does not perceive certain objects around them. Paralysis of the limbs. Anesthesia. Automatic acts performed after exiting hypnosis. Another category of states of consciousness are induced by psychoactive drugs. These are substances that change mental functioning, including some medications. There are three main categories of psychoactive drugs: stimulators like caffeine, nicotine, amphetamine, cocaine; inhibitors, alcohol, opium, morphine, heroin; and hallucinogenics, LSD, mescaline, and inhalant solvents. Substance-related disorders include dangerous drug use, drug abuse, excessive use or of otherwise benign or useful substances, drug tolerance or the need to increase the doses to obtain the same effect, and drug addiction, a strong need for drug use with withdrawal symptoms. Treatment includes drug substitutes, drug antagonists, behavioral techniques, and support groups. Thank you, and see you next time to another lecture of psychology.